Okay guys, welcome back. We're going to be testing out our markers today. Remember that our markers can make several different types of lines depending on how you hold it. If you hold it on the side, it can make a really thick line. And if you hold it more upright, it can make a really thin line. And of course, you can always vary this in any kind of degree to get the line of your choice. And there's even possible ways of you going from thick to thin line to get a dynamic line. Notice that in our kit of Carioca markers that we have these neutral colors, black, brown, and gray, and we even have this pink. And I say neutral in the sense that we're not going to be using them for our color wheel, or they're not traditionally used inside of a color wheel in our 12-step color wheel. And also notice this gray here. This gray has a bluer tint to it, a bluer set to it. There are types of grays out there that are categorized as cool grays, and there's types of grays out there that are categorized as warm grays. And those warm grays will have more of like a yellowy tint to them, or even a brown or warm orange to them. But this is most definitely a cool gray. You could even do a run of your test of your own by comparing this when you dilute the cool gray color with water. You can see that a lot of blue shades come out of that whenever you dilute it with water. And this actually just is like another kind of verification for us to do and to tell us that this is a cool gray as opposed to a warm gray. There's also two different blues in our set, and I'm just counting up here just to make sure I've gotten everything down. In our set we have this lighter blue and we have this darker blue. Now the difference between those is what we're going to get into whenever we get into color mixing, and we're going to talk about a different type of color wheel where we get to talk about color biased wheel, where we have two sets of primaries. And in this case, our lighter blue is a warmer blue. That is, there is more yellow in the blue than the cool blue, which has more violet in the blue. And that should kind of tell you when you mix colors, and if you ever mix colors with our markers here, what blue would be best depending on what kind of color you're going to achieve. For example, if you want to go more towards the violet range, always use the cool blue. And if you want to go towards more of a green range, go and use the warm blue. So always keep that in mind. And of course, we're going to cover color bias wheel and how to mix out colors so we're not wasting material and medium. All right, guys, that's pretty much it. I do have one last question here. What is missing from our color wheel? And what colors are we gonna have to mix? Well, we're missing a red orange, so we're gonna have to mix that. We're missing a yellow orange. We're missing a blue green, and finally we're missing a red violet. So all of those we're going to have to mix, and I think it's better and more effective for us to use our plastic sheet and a little bit of water to help mix those colors. All right, guys, take care, and we'll see you next time.
Before they know it.